What does this mean? What I've been doing
We
this
want
week?
to hear, we want to hear what you did last week.
Okay, let's see. Um, Over the weekend I served, I was in service. In other words, I washed dishes for a youth group of 60 people for dinner Friday and Saturday night, and I'll be doing it tomorrow night as well. Let's see. I've been painting. I've been doing watercolors because I took a couple of classes, and I've also been watching YouTube videos for drawing because in my book club, we're reading the book called Horse. That's the name of the book by Geraldine Brooks, Horse, which follows an enslaved youth who was a groom for a horse back in 1850, which is pre-Civil War. And it follows him as he, goes through various decades. And also the parallel story of some graduate and professionals at the Smithsonian who look back at the particular horse, which was a racehorse, a famous racehorse that he, at any rate, I wanted to paint horses. So, and I don't know how to draw horses. So I had to go and find YouTube videos on how to draw horses. So I've been doing that. And watering plants, flower. We have a new flower bed. So that's about it I can think of.
Uh,
Wondered,
Do you have any of the same flowers that maybe sister had mentioned or?
well, I've heard of I might have 4 o'clocks actually. But I don't
Okay.
know but I never heard it in under that name. I don't have the bleeding hearts, but I know what they are. I would love to have them. We just didn't get them this year. Um, yeah, that's that's it. We have
Linda,
lots
since
of
you're
these things.
speaking, will you tell us what you did this week?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, a couple things. Basically I've been a little delayed spring cleaning, so I'm just trying to clean a few things out of the house. But this was my daughter. We kind of have like this kind of informal book club, just the two of us. So I don't know if you can, yeah, I'm trying to hold this up here. It's called The Betrayal of Anne Frank. I don't know if it's like showing very clear.
I've read it. Yeah.
Have you read this?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically it's not showing up real clear here. But anyway, my daughter knows that I have a real interest in anything Anne Frank. And she's actually several years ago, she actually visited the Anne Frank house. I've been to Netherlands. I've not been to Amsterdam, but she had been. And so she got to go there. But we were kind of reading this at the same time. It's a very good book, but there's a lot of detail in it. So it kind of took me a while to get through it. But I finally, and I won't do a spoiler alert or anything, but you have to really get to the end to kind of find out who they believe to be the actual betrayer. I don't think they've ever actually confirmed it, but with all that they went through their years of research and studying and the tag teams and all that. So, but it's a good read. Very, I mean, it's still very tragic, very sad story. But
Mhm.
but my daughter's 2 hours away, so this is something that we've kind of been, we can do despite the distance, so to speak, and have like a little book chat with it. So
That's
yeah, and then
great.
we have our second book lined up, but it took me. She was getting a little aggravated with me because it took me a while to kind of finish it. I'm like, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So I literally just finished this in the last couple of days, but it's worth the read. So that's
Hmm.
keep me pretty busy last couple of weeks. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Cindy, you want to go next?
Hey, I just had a lot of doctor's appointments for me and Rick this week, but everything is pretty good, so it's good. We had some rain here,
Hmm.
Yeah,
and
we have
Chuck and Sister, I'd rather hear what you've got going on. So,
I live a pretty much a boring life. I'm gonna see if I can't get how quickly I can do a new whiteboard. I could post a couple of pictures. I think you all should try to take advantage of this feature here. Let's see. It's I got let's see 8:03. Well, we got till 8:15. I took Coco out today because I miss her a lot because I work out pretty much every day, like a bike or run or swim or go to Lifetime Fitness just about every day. And but today took it off. I wasn't working out. It was raining for one thing, but it was cool enough that I felt like I could add some excitement to to Coco's life. That's it. My received files. Let's see. There's Coco. Can you see Coco on whiteboard?
Yeah.
There,
Very.
oh, there she is.
I took her to Starbucks today, and she's still got health issues, but
Aw.
she's a trooper. You know, I took her out. It was cool enough, and I mean, I used to walk around the block, but now we were just walking basically around. I took her into stores. I took her into the hardware store. We sat outside the liquor store, and she just sat and watched people go by. Let me see what else I can show you. Let's see. Here's something else. I'll show you something that I did. I mean, I did it with her, obviously, but let's see how quick this is. There we go. There we go. No, that wasn't what I wanted to show. But there's more Coco. Oh, I apparently showed that. I don't want to show that. There's more Coco. That looks like an old picture. I was too quick with let's see if I can just, let me just add what I want. That's an old picture. I grabbed the wrong thing. But anyway, more Coco pictures. Yeah, she was happy. You know, see, we're outside the liquor store, just watching people come by. And she got a puppy cup. When we go to the village, we always get puppy cups. There we go. I want to go down to here. This must be the one. All right, so let me just get that out of the way. You see, I went to some of my friends
That's
from
nice.
Lifetime. We went out, we had Peking duck. And we're
Ooh,
just posing for the camera there. I may actually made a little video out of this. I wonder if were you able to pick me out of that picture? You know where I am?
Yep.
All right.
Right about the center, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's me. That's me. Yeah, I don't dress up. I put it's shorts and a t-shirt for me 24/7 basically, but I got dressed up for the restaurant.
It really took me a while to make the answer to that question about my brother Bill. So I decided to do like you asked me, or the AI asked me to take 3 different memories. So that's how it came out. The memories of his bricklaying, his fiancée, and his work with the stock market. Those were the 3 things I remembered. I can't tell you what effect he had on my life or things like that. The answers to those questions were beyond my couldn't. I worked almost all week, every night that I could to think of how to answer that. The AI brought out that question, and it never occurred to me that he was 7 years older than I was, and he was always either coming and going in the door or out the door when I saw him. And then he upstairs, he was a reader before he slept. He probably read these Liberty, remember Liberty magazine, Time magazine, things like that. He'd always be reading before he went to sleep. So I actually didn't become close in emotion with him because I was a young whippersnapper, and he was already an army person and did a lot of not a lot of traveling, but anyway, that's what I did. That's what I was. Besides my volunteer work on Tuesday, I didn't do much. Besides try to write something up for tonight's question. So that's. But yesterday, Wednesday evening, I had an emergency dental problem, so the nurse had to make a appointment for me for today. So that's why I went today to the dental clinic to get this. And I was very fortunate and blessed that they could take me that very day after it happened. So, and besides that, I'm getting ready for my next, a week from today, it's going to be my birthday reception at the hospital where I worked and volunteered now 30 years that I've been a volunteer, and they're having a reception on Friday, 19th of July. I'm supposed to go and just be there, and everybody will come in, and everybody that wants to can come in and say happy birthday to me. And then there's a luncheon following at 1 o'clock. The reception is going to be from 11 to 1. And so
Are we